Very good morning to all. Today we are going to see the second last topic of the chapter on employment. We were seeing the measures to reduce unemployment. In that, we were on the last one, speed and expansion of green revolution in agricultural sector. Yes, um, lot of people are dependent on the agricultural sector to get the employment. So agriculture sector is burdened with the lot of people depending on the agricultural sector to get the occupation. So we need to increase the employment opportunities in the agricultural sector. Also, we can see seasonal unemployment in the agricultural sector. Also, we can see disguised unemployment in the agricultural sector. Okay, why we see disguised unemployment in the agricultural sector? Because more and more people are working in the agricultural sector. They are not needed. If they work, then also the production is going to remain the same. If they don't work, then also the production is going to remain the same. It means they are not needed. Okay, so they suffer disguised unemployment. Seasonal unemployment is suffered in the agricultural sector mainly because the people depend on the monsoon rains for the water. The water will they will use the monsoon water for 6 months, 8 months. After that, even if they want to do the work but they don't have other irrigation facility, they will remain unemployed. That is called as seasonal unemployment. Okay, so we need to do something for the people working and suffering from disguised unemployment and seasonal unemployment in the agricultural sector. So in short, we need to shift the people from the agricultural sector to the other sectors. Okay, so one thing that we can do to solve the problem of disguised unemployment and seasonal unemployment in agricultural sector is to shift the people from the agricultural sector to the small and cottage industries, because we can develop small and cottage industries in the rural areas. Okay, so we can do that. One more thing that we can do to solve the problem of unemployment in agricultural sector is to increase the employment opportunities in the agricultural sector. Now, how we can increase the employment opportunities in the agricultural sector? By introducing green revolution. Okay, already green revolution has been introduced, but we have to introduce green revolution in speed. Okay, and we should see that the benefit and the advantage of green revolution is reached to each and every state and each and every country. If the benefit and the advantage of the green revolution will reach to each and every state and each and every state and each and every area, then definitely the agricultural production will increase. And if the agricultural production will increase, then employment opportunities will also increase. Okay, one more thing that they have focused is that agricultural sector can create more employment opportunities than industrial sector with the same investment. Okay, and this has been supported by economist PC Mahalanobis. Okay, the economist PC Mahalanobis support this statement that agricultural sector can create more employment opportunities than industrial sector investing the same. And also they have given example that if you invest 1 crore in agricultural sector and 1 crore in industrial sector, if you invest 1 crore in agricultural sector, it can give employment opportunities to 40,000 people. And you invest 1 crore in the industrial sector, then it can give employment opportunities only to 500 people. So this is the proof that agricultural sector can create more employment opportunities than the industrial sector investing the same amount. Okay, as well as they have written over there that production also, if you will invest 1 crore rupees in the agricultural sector, the production will increase by 5.7%. And you will invest 1 crore rupees in the industrial sector, it will increase production only by 1.4%. So also the production will increase more in the agricultural sector instead of the industrial sector by investing the same amount. Okay, and last one, they say that according to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, if development is encouraged towards agricultural sector, then many times more employment can be created. In short, M.S. Swaminathan also supports economist P.C. Mahalanobis that agricultural sector can create more employment opportunities as well as it can create more production than the industrial sector. Okay, so if the agricultural sector is developed, if green revolution is developed in each and every area in each and every state, definitely employment opportunities will increase in the agricultural sector and there will be reduction in the unemployment in rural areas. Okay, next one is the state programs. The government has started certain programs to solve the problem of unemployment. Directly, let us jump to which programs that they have started. First program that they were started with Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was first known as National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and it was started on February 2006. Okay, so on February 2006, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was started, and the objective of this particular act was to provide employment to the rural people living in the backward areas of the country. The objective of National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was what? To provide employment to the rural people residing in the backward areas of the country. The then how this National Rural Employment Guarantee Act became Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was given a new name as Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act on 2nd October 2009. Okay, on 2nd October 2009, the NREGA was given a new name, that is MGNREGA. Okay, just Mahatma Gandhi is added in front of it. Okay, and to make this program more effective and more successful, on 2nd February, 2nd February was declared as an employment day by the government. Okay, by made to make Mahatma Gandhi National Employment Guarantee Act as more successful program, the government declared 2nd February as employment day. Okay, now what advantages you are going to get because of Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act? Under National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, at least one person from each family will get a guarantee employment for 100 days a year. Okay, so under this program, one person from each family is going to get an employment for 100 days in a year. Okay, 1/3 of employment in this program is reserved for the females. Minimum wages has to be paid to the employees. They cannot exploit the employees by paying the less wages. Minimum wages that are decided by the government has to be paid to the laborers in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. The wages should be paid within 7 days. You can pay daily, but you cannot pay monthly. Within 7 days you have to pay the you have to pay the wages. The laborers should be given the work within 5 kilometers from their residence. The laborers should be given the work within 5 kilometers from their residence, and if they are given the work beyond the 5 kilometers from their residence, then they should be given 10%. Then they should be given 10% extra. They should be given 10% extra wages. Okay. One more, under this program, the laborers will be given the laborers will be given job cards, and this job cards will be have the validity for 5 years. It means that this card is valid for 5 years. You go with this card, and if you are not given the employment, then they will pay you employment allowance, because there they have given you the guarantee for 5 years, that at least for 5 years, in 1 year, at least 100 days you will get the work, and if they are not able to provide the work, then they have to give you employment allowance. So this is all the different advantage and benefit that you can get under this program, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which was started on 2nd October 2009. Next is Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay Shramev Jayanti Yojana. This Yojana was started on 16th October 2014, and the objective of this Yojana was to provide health, facility, and security to the unorganized sector, to the laborers of the unorganized sector. So the objective of this particular program or this particular yojana was to provide the health and security to the laborers. Okay, to which type of laborers? To the laborers belonging to the unorganized sector. Unorganized sector means vendors, the workers working on the construction site. Okay, also they wanted to, the next objective was to develop conducive environment for industrial development, to develop friendly environment for the industrial development. Okay, next one third program was Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana. Okay, when it was started is not written, but the objective of this yojana was to provide constant electricity to rural areas, constant 24 into 7 electricity services in rural areas. Next one is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. Okay, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana was started on 25th September 2014, and the main objective of this project was to provide employment to young people, to provide employment to the youth, okay, with the age group of between 18 to 35 years. Okay, between the age group of 18 to 35 years. Okay, so this scheme was started on 25th September 2014, and the main objective of this program was to provide employment to the youth between age group of 18 to 35 years. And the last program was Prime Minister Agricultural Irrigation Program. This Prime Minister Agricultural Irrigation Program was started on 1st July 2015, and the objective of this project was water to every field, to provide irrigation facility, to provide irrigation facility, to provide irrigation facility to every field. That was the main objective of Prime Minister Agricultural Irrigation Program. Okay, so if water will be provided to every field, there will be increase in agricultural productivity, as well as the other objective was optimum utilization of all the resources available. So that is Prime Minister Agricultural Irrigation Program. So here we complete with the chapter. Okay, here we complete with the chapter on employment. So this were the different programs: Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramin Jayanti Yojana, the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, and Prime Minister Agriculture Irrigation Program. This were mainly started to provide employment opportunities to the people, okay, or to develop the agricultural sector and industrial sector, so more employment opportunities can be created and unemployment can be solved. Now we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we will discuss the question and answers. Okay, thank you.